Got some lipstick out here. What's the matter? What's the matter, Poochie? Huh? What's the matter? My glasses. I know it's gonna take YouTube forever to I should put some lotion on these. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I should put some lotion on these. Okay. I'm gonna get started. I have noticed that social media has created, hey Yvonne, social media has created a platform for people to beg. And I'm not talking about people that have a tragedy happen. I'm not talking about like GoFundMe's for people that if I have anything on my face, it's because I was drinking some coffee and it may be like coffee or something on my face. I'm not talking about people that have tragedies. You know, like someone is killed in a car accident, motorcycle accident, and the family posts a GoFundMe. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people just straight begging. You know, like I have a YouTube channel. You have to give me cash apps. Now, there are times when I do readings or whatever, you will see my cash app thing at the bottom. It's very rare that I will say, I'm never going to say, you have to send me a cash app or send me a cash app. I will put the tag at the bottom. When I do, a live and it's just readings, if people feel like they want to bless the channel with the cash app, I have provided the information there for you. But I'm never going to say, I'm giving you content, you have to give me a cash app. Or why are you not giving me cash apps? Why are you not sending me stuff? Like I'm here every day. I'm, providing you with a wealth of knowledge. I'm answering questions for you that maybe other people can't, you can't ask them. Or, you can maybe ask them and you won't get an answer. Because I have noticed that a lot of other content creators who do the same type of content like the Arisha content and stuff, I've noticed that they have a very stuck up personality. I've seen people ask them questions in lives and they just ignore them. Or tell them, like if you want your questions answered, you have to, go to my website, sign up for I'm not going to do all of that. I tell people if what they want from me is something deep, you want me to deep dive with you, then yeah, you need to make an appointment with me. But if it's something quick that I can answer on the live, I'm going to answer it unless it's something that is far-fetched or I think it's something that is inappropriate. Something that I don't feel like you should be talking about on a live. I won't answer that. I will tell the person to email me or something like that. But just you begging for money and basically telling your subscribers that they have to give you something basically because you didn't take care of yourself. Like and this content creator is on live right now just mad at all of her subscribers because she's in a situation. If my nose is running, it's allergies, okay? Don't trip. Because I shouldn't even be out here. And I love being outside. But, okay, I don't have ADHD, but I will jump from subject to subject. So just sit down and get comfortable. The other day, I was out here doing a live, and I'm probably stayed out here for like an hour. When I tell you, my eyes took a beating. The next morning I woke up, my eyes were swollen shut. I had to literally take, yesterday, I had to take a Zyrtec. My nose was running, my eyes were itching, they were sore. It was just so, I had to literally take a Zyrtec. I should have took another one today. Like I have outdoor allergies, so I really should take them when I know I'm gonna come and be outside, and it's kind of windy over here. But anyway, I digress. So this content creator has lived her life homeless. So you have no quarters in Social Security. You don't have any money. That ain't our fault. That's not your subscribers' fault. That you didn't prepare yourself for your older age. So you have to live in an apartment that you don't want to be in. You know, where people are smoking and drinking and hanging out. Like you're living within your means. You live in some type of transitional house. You're in a program. So there's no telling who will move next door to you. You know, you don't have control over your life because you didn't prepare yourself. And this person claims not to be mentally ill. So if you're not mentally ill, there's no reason for you to have been homeless for 10 years. There has to be something wrong with you. And if you are mentally ill, you should, instead of receiving welfare and food stamps, you should be receiving some form of disability. That's what you should be on. And not screaming at your subscribers because they won't give you a cash app. It's just weird to me. And this is not the only person that I see do this. I see other, content creators. Oh, my mama, beat me when I was 12 years old, and I'm living in my van. Can you send me a cash app? No, that's your life. You are grown. These are claimed to be fully functioning adults. You are a fully functioning adult. Why should another fully functioning adult have to send you money? Especially the one that's getting food stamps and I call it welfare. That's what they call it here in California. I don't know what they call it in other states. But if the government is taking care of you, why do I have to send you a cash app? You get food stamps. You doing better than a lot of people. And I know food stamps ain't nothing. But it's not like you paying cash for your food. Every time we go to the grocery store, that money comes out of our bank account. It don't come from the government. There is a difference. But if this is the life that you chose for yourself, then you have to live it. You have to live it. Like where we used to live, the townhouse that we used to live in was only 3 units. So nobody was on top of us, nobody was below us. It was 3 units and we were in the middle. But next door to us, like directly next door, was a house. But next door to that was like a low income apartment complex. They were loud. Like if the people opened because their doors the the doors, the front doors to that apartment complex faced our front door. So we could go out on the porch and look and see everything they were doing, because the house next to us was like in the front. The rest was like they had a really big backyard to where we could see everything going on in the apartment complex. They were loud. People would be out in the parking lot playing loud music and all of that stuff. Of course, we could hear that where we live. That's part of living in an apartment. So you can't get mad because you live in a place, you're in a program. You're in some type of transitional housing. So you can't get mad that the other people that live there smoking and playing loud music, and you run into the windows every 5 minutes to see what they doing outside instead of living your life. You can't be mad that these people out here living, they smoking and stuff. That's what happens when you live in transitional housing and they don't have an on-site property manager to take care of these people. Because I'm pretty sure the rest of the people are just like you. They are either transitioning from homelessness or they're coming out of some type of rehab program. Because I used to be a counselor at a rehab program. And that would be one of our main focuses, was to try to get the people out of the program into some type of stable housing. But of course, 9 times out of 10, the stable housing was around other people like them. So you can't get mad because you don't have real money to pay real rent. You have to live there, and you're living around other people who are in the same situation as you, who are in the same economic bracket as you, probably the same mental status. All of that is the same. But I feel like social media is what's doing that to people. Because they see other people getting it. Oh, well, she getting cash apps. I'm finna get on here and beg for some cash apps too. I was just on TikTok and saw where a couple used the story of another couple. You all right, buddy? What happened? That thing moved and scared you? You okay? Come here. Come say hi. It's the chair moved. You okay? Honey, that chair is a swinging chair. And I guess he got too close to it and it swung. It's scary. Okay. Don't go back over there messing with that chair. It's been already scared you. So this couple in Florida stole the story of another couple who had lost their baby. No, they didn't lose their baby. So I guess a couple was living in a car, and the woman was 9 weeks pregnant, and she got shot, and she survived. But this couple stole that story, posted it on TikTok as their own, and said that they lost the baby. So somebody else was like, no, this is somebody else's story, and the baby and the woman did survive. And there was a GoFundMe for the actual person, the actual victim. And these people were using her name on TikTok for money. Had started a GoFundMe and everything. And of course, when people hear a sad story, a lot of people, feel bad and then want to contribute. But see, to me, people here on especially here on YouTube, after Eventually, you gonna tell your whole story. If you on here enough, if you on live enough, you eventually gonna tell your story. And once you tell your story and I hear your truth, I ain't giving you no money. Because all of them 10 years that you was homeless, you could have been working. You definitely could have been working. There are a lot of people here in California who live in tents and, cars, vans. A lot of people out here in California, a lot of people would rather be homeless here in California because, the weather is not as unpredictable and it's not going to get as cold. There are some nights when the temperature will get cold, but depending on what part of California you in, it is, it can be pretty moderate. It can be enough for you to be able to, if you're in a tent with the right type of clothing and stuff, you'll be okay. Compared to some other places like Minnesota or Colorado, you ain't gonna be sleeping outside in no park in the dead of winter in Colorado unless you want to unalive yourself. That's the only way you doing that. But my thing is, if you are healthy, and when I say healthy, I mean physically healthy and mentally healthy, and you choose to be homeless for 10 years, whatever happens, happens. Because that 9 or 10 years, whatever happened, happened. So what's the difference? Why now do you think that because of social media, people have to take care of you? Especially if there's nothing wrong with you. If you can get up and make YouTube videos and make thumbnails and you have internet, edit your videos, put them up on YouTube, you can work at Walmart. You can be a greeter. You can be one of them people looking at the receipts. You can do something. You just don't want to. You don't want to do anything else. And then if you don't want to do anything, then why should the subscribers be the ones taking care of you? Girl, why did I see this ear, nose, and throat specialist on TikTok talking about Flonase? And everybody that's using Flonase incorrectly, like me. He said, you're supposed to...
Okay, I found this on the web for he said. Check it out.
Girl, ain't nobody call you? If I ain't sick, girl, I ain't call your name. You supposed to hold your head down and scooch it in there and not breathe. Because the stuff is not, he said your sinuses is actually up in here. So it's supposed to go this way, not this way. Because if it go this way, it's going to go down your throat. And he was like, if you taste it, you doing it wrong. I taste it all the time. That's why I don't like to do it, is because I taste it. And I don't like the way it tastes. So I've been doing it wrong. Hey, love, love, love. I've been doing it wrong for the longest. Now I have to retrain myself to try to do it right. To try to do it right. I haven't even tried what he said, but I should have saved his. I'm pretty sure I can find him now. I should have saved his video on TikTok because it was a really good video. Like, he was a ear, nose, and throat specialist, I think. And he was like, yeah, most people do it wrong. Like, I know I do that wrong, and I be doing my inhaler wrong too. I know I do that wrong because I had met with my doctor, and he was, show me how you do it, and I was just like, he was like, you're not even trying, huh? I was like, yeah, I am, but you supposed to take all your breath out your lungs, and then, child, who got time for all that? I mean, but I do. I need to. Hey, Naya. Yvonne said, I pointed towards my ear when I spray it, and that seems to help. Yeah, he was like, point it this way. When you hold your head down, point the sprayer, point it towards your ear. Because your sinuses are this way. Not up in here somewhere. Your sinuses are where you feel the pressure if you ever have like a sinus infection. They down in here. Not up in here, not, behind the nose. Child, I be doing it wrong. I'm gonna have to learn how to do it though, because but I've been having more problems with my eyes though than I have. Like, my nose has just been running. It's not stopped up. It just be running like a faucet sometimes. It's not, like I'm not congested in my nose, but my eyes been giving me the blues. And my doctor said some of it could be thyroiditis or some shit. Thyroiditis. Something he was saying that it could be. And so it probably is time for me to see what is it? Which one is the one that looks at and checks the pressure in your eye? Is it the optometrist, or what's the other eye doctor called? The eye doctor, not the glasses person. It's probably time for that checkup again. But I think it's allergies. I don't think it's anything else but allergies, because it's itching so bad. But anyway, let me go back to this. So, I don't know. I just look at people that I literally get turned off though. If I come on somebody's channel and they're literally begging and mad because ophthalmologist, thank you. I knew what it was. I just couldn't remember which one. It's probably time for me to see the ophthalmologist again, because I don't remember the last time that I don't remember the last time I saw him. But anyway, it's time for me to see him again. Hey, Demona. Nia said I was diagnosed with post-nasal drip, so I use a spray every day, all year round. If I don't, I'll be coughing up phlegm all day. And I was coughing a little bit yesterday, but I really do think it was allergies though, because it's so many. The roses, everything is blooming. Gizmo? Okay. Everything is blooming. All of the rose bushes, all of the roses are blooming. Those are blooming. The yellow ones are blooming. Everything is blooming. And so, when things are blooming, the pollen is, flying around and stuff. And it's windy, not super windy, but windy enough for the pollen to be flying around. So I think when I come outside, it just, It just gets my eyes. I probably should, since I'm going to be coming out here, if the weather is nice, I probably should take like Claritin or Zyrtec, whichever one is outside. I need to figure out which one is best for outside allergies, because I don't think I have a lot of indoor allergies. I think the majority of my allergies are outdoor. Let me show y'all what I was doing yesterday since I didn't come on live. A lady on Facebook made this little tote bag for me. So she put this on a t-shirt for me, and that tote bag. I was just like, yesterday I was watching, honey, Battlestar Galactica got me in the chokehold right now. I've been watching Battlestar Galactica like somebody crazy. I think I'm on like the 3rd season. And I know Battlestar Galactica is like super old. It's not like a new show, but I like it. Me and my husband, we've been watching it. But yesterday I haven't cut the strings on these yet, but I made this bracelet. It's got a elephant, a dragonfly, what does this say? And a little thing that says wish. So I made this one. Y'all know I'm gonna make my elegua. This one that says laugh. This one for Yemiya. I think this is moonstone. I think it is. I went to try to find the bag that it came out of. I am a bracelet queen. Wherever I go, I always got on like 1,000 bracelets. And all of these are not mine. Some of these are for people who join the channel and become members. I send all my members a box. I didn't do all of these yesterday. Some of these I had already done. This one says dream. This one says love. And of course it's the Oshun colors. This one has a bumblebee, and that is Oshun. I love this blue. This one just says happy. This one says love. I think I did this one last night. This is not citrine. I think this is. I forgot what this is, but I think I still have the. I'll figure it out. So I was making. And I made this necklace that I have on. So I just put this on a cord. When I'm one of those people that my hands have to stay busy, so I'm not crocheting right now. Gizmo, oh, let me see if Daddy will let you in. I'm not crocheting right now because my thumb is still popping, and the doctor had told me when he gave me the steroid shot to don't do anything until it stops popping completely. So it's still popping sometimes when this is no pain, but the joint itself is still slipping.
Yes.
Can you come get him? He wants to come in the house.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So I'm not crocheting. So I'm having to, find other things to do to keep me busy because I can't crochet. Don't lock the door. I have to tell him because he will lock me out here. And he knows it's going to make me mad. And then when I have to call him to tell him to open the door because he can't hear me knocking because it's the back door, he'll be like, oh, I forgot you were out there. How? How you forget I'm out here? But anyway, that's what I do. So today, I'm probably going to make some necklaces since I'd have made 1,000 bracelets. I'll probably make a couple of necklaces today until I can start back to crocheting because I'm irritated. Oh, thank you, Nicole. I still need to figure out how to get the link and put it on my community tab for the people that are iPhone users. I don't think you can. Oh, and I made these earrings. I put the African colors beads on my earrings. I'm crafty. I do love to, make stuff, and that's like my thing. I will be so glad when I can crochet again because I legit had to stop watching crochet videos because I was mad because I couldn't crochet. And then watching other people crochet makes me want to crochet, and I can't crochet. So I don't want to watch them crochet and I can't crochet. So I haven't really been watching a lot of crochet videos. I started to watch some people that were doing beading jewelry and stuff. I was watching them. I brought my cards out, but I don't really feel like doing no reading today. How y'all been doing? And so does anybody else do? Naya, I showed that book to my god sister and she don't know. She haven't heard of that person. But that doesn't mean anything. It's a cajillion people in this world. Just because she don't know him don't mean. I just wanted to see if she had ever heard of him. Have you tried teaching yourself how to crochet with your other hand? No. It's my non-dominant hand. That's the crazy part. It's my non-dominant hand. It's the hand that I use to hold the yarn. It's not even the hand that I use to crochet that's doing all the motion. So I don't know. That is so weird to me. It's not even my dominant hand. It's my left hand. I'm right-handed. So I don't know. Maybe I'm holding the yarn too tight, or it's the way that I do it, the way that I hold the yarn, or I don't know. But that was one thing too that the doctor said is I need to look at my technique and try to figure out, am I not relaxed? And I think that was part of it. I think I'm not relaxed because I noticed in my shoulders when I crochet, I I don't know why I do this, but my shoulders are up instead of, just relaxed how I normally am, like I'm crocheting like this. So I put a pillow in my lap and put like the crochet project. And I noticed that, you know, like I was doing a lot because I'm looking down. My shoulders are up like this. And for whatever reason, that's comfortable for me. So now I'm trying to, when I start back to crocheting, I'm going to have to retrain myself to not be looking down constantly, to bring the project up higher so I'm not, looking down and straining my neck, because I'm getting that old people hump on the back of my neck. Did you know that old people have that? You get this, it's a layer of fat. You get like a fat deposit on the back of your neck when you get old. And I'm getting it. I'm that old to the point where I got that old people hump on the back of my neck. And I'm not happy about it. But that's because the majority of projects that I work on, I'm looking down, and for whatever reason, my body has decided to retain fat in that hump. I'm turning into a camel in my old age. I'm not happy about this camel hump thing. But I did some research, and I'm not the only old person with it. That's something that we get. It's so many things. So many things happen to you. I'm telling you, after you turn 55, you're going to discover so many different things about your body. None of this happened until I turned 55. 55 was just like, the check engine light came on and just everything started happening. Just random shit. So that's another one. I can write a book about all of the things that happened to me after I turned 55. A whole book. See, mine don't get sore unless I'm crocheting. Okay, that scared me, child. I thought that the train had derailed or something, because the train passed by not too far from my house. Mine feels more like my neck. I think my neck gets stiff, but I have osteoarthritis in my neck. I have something in C7, 4, 5, some C. Mine ain't right. I have it. I have it written down, like documented, because they did a CT scan or MRI. No, not a CT scan. They did an MRI of my neck and shoulder and back, and I got C something in my neck ain't right. She tripping. And bone against bone. I remember the doctor saying that it's bone on bone in one area. So yeah, it's a lot going on back there. So I can't blame it on that hump. I Googled his name and watched his videos, and I've been reading his books. It's a bit advanced, but I'm planning to get to know his house and family. Yeah, just keep reading. Keep reading. Read as many books as you can before you jump off into it. And Obafemi here on YouTube, he has a lot of books also. Let me see if I can find him. He has a lot of good resources. Now he a little pricey. He a little pricey. The books is kind of expensive. But okay, not this person. Not that Obafemi. Why is it giving me some wrestler? Wait, is this it? No. Well, he on Facebook and um he on Facebook and YouTube. He has some. I can't. If when I find his YouTube, I'll post it. Oh, maybe he not on YouTube no more. I mean on Facebook. Oh no, here he is. It is obafemio.com. So he has some really good resources, and if you can find him on YouTube, he has some really good videos also. At one point I was thinking about him being my Babalao because he was here in the Bay Area, but I don't know. It just seemed like his prices were outrageous, but everybody's prices is outrageous, so I ain't tripping off of that no more. 45 for me. I had back issues, then my trucking accident, and now being in a wheelchair for hours at a time. See, 45, I was still out here. I was still 45. I was still out here. I was still cool. But 55? 55 was it for me. That was when it seemed like everything changed. And I'm not saying that everything went downhill, but it seemed like, it seemed like a car. When I got to 55, the check engine light came on, the low oil came on, the tire pressure, just everything came on. I saw a video about someone saying that an Ifa priest told her she had to get naked and let him in order to connect with her Orisha. And then I thought about what you said. Girl, please. I wish somebody would. That's just somebody who was out here attempting to, hurt people. It's some crazy people out here. That's why I always told you, you have to be careful. L4, L5, S1, S2, S3 are jacked up, and I have spinal stenosis and degenerative disc disease. I'm 58 now, and I feel like I'm 80. It sucks. Girl, I'm 58 too. I don't think I have degenerative disc disease, but it's one of them L's. I think my L4 and 5 are messed up too. I got something. I got it wrote down. Sometimes I just don't even want to retain all of that information about everything that is wrong with me, because that can become overwhelming, and you can allow what's wrong with you to be bigger than what's not wrong with you. There are some days when the things that are wrong with me will rear their ugly head and be like, not today. And I will rest or whatever, but I don't want what's wrong to take over what's left. But I ain't gonna lie and tell you that ain't nothing wrong, because yeah, this shit gonna happen. And it's funny how, when we were young and we saw older people, oh, I ain't gonna be like that when I get old. I'm gonna be out here. That was my whole thought process. When I get old, I'm gonna still be doing won't. I'm gonna still be won't. Life has a way of telling you, yeah, no. I mean, I'm still out here. I'm blessed to, not be in a wheelchair. I still have, use of my legs, and I can still go where I want to go. But, I have slowed down. It's a lot different. 58-year-old Lashana is a lot different than 28-year-old Lashana. That's why when I saw that, what's her name had a baby at 79, I was like, I can't even imagine. I can't imagine taking care of a baby. Speaking of baby, I had a dream last night, and it was so weird because it was so real. So I'm at the doctor's office with, you at the doctor's office with strangers. So this is how the dream started, with me already at the doctor's office. This is the part that I remember. I'm at the doctor's office, and I'm sitting there, and there's other ladies in there, in the doctor's office, younger than me. So, everybody is cordial, looking at each other. And all of a sudden, this lady comes in with a baby wrapped up. And when I tell you, that baby was barely big as this phone. The baby was so tiny. I mean, super tiny. Like fit in the palm of her hand. Tiny. And so, like, the older lady, it seemed like she may have been the grandmother, handed the baby to who appeared to be the mother. And everybody that was in the room was, aghast. Like, look at how small the baby is. But, the baby appeared to be fine. Like, the baby didn't have any oxygen or anything, hooked up to it. The baby was just super little. So the mother was like, people were like, oh, was she a preemie? Like, because it looked like in the face, the baby looked like it could have been maybe, I've seen some small babies. The baby looked like it could have been like 30 weeks. It was small like that. Not small like a preemie, but but the preemie got out the hospital. This looked like an underdeveloped baby that should have still been in the womb. And the mother was like, oh no, she was full term. She just small. And we was like, wow, she is so tiny. And me, I'm like, well, how does she even fit in the car seat? How are you, I'm asking all these questions. Why the lady was like, oh, come out to the car and I'll show you. And in the dream, in my mind, in the dream, I'm like, no, girl, it's not that serious. But nosy Lashana was like, oh, okay. So I go to the car with her. Her, the grandma, and like somebody else that was nosy as me. We go to the car to see how she gonna put this teeny tiny baby, like legit smaller than this iPhone, into the car seat. There was no car seat. The woman had like the bottom of the passenger seat, the floorboard of the passenger seat padded with like blankets and like a bumper thing. You know them bumper things that you put in, well, back in the day, I don't think they can use those anymore because I think those are strangulation hazards. But back when in the 80s when I had kids, you put these little bumper things around the railings so your baby don't bump their head on the railings of the bed. She had those in the car, and she just put the baby on the floor. And me and the other lady was like, so you just driving around with the baby, just rolling around in the car? And she was like, yeah, she can't move. And when I tell you, I was so confused. And I was so confused that I woke up confused. After that interaction with her, I woke up. Because I was saying, no. And I must have, in the process of saying no, must have moved my head for real and woke up. And when I woke up, I was like, she don't throw that baby on the floor. I mean, she legit put the baby on the floor in the car. She was like, there is no car seat. I was just like, okay. I have no idea. I have a slight idea of why I had that dream. Because in Battlestar Galactica, there is an alien baby. And I guess my mind, because I've been watching so much of Battlestar Galactica, my mind like put that in some type of weird sequence. But honey, when she put that baby, when they wrapped that baby, and the baby was wrapped up, you know, in the baby blanket that they give you in the hospital. All these hospitals have the same baby blankets with, you know, newborn blankets with them stripes across it. So the baby was wrapped up in the newborn blanket from the hospital. And she just took that baby and laid that baby on the floor in the car. And honey, that took me out. I legit could not handle it. I couldn't handle it to the point where it woke me up. I was like, no, you cannot drive with this baby just in the car like that. I was through. Do you hear me? I was like, yeah, y'all gonna hurt this baby. And I woke up. Oh, he went live today? I mean, I really like Obafemi. Like, he is very, very knowledgeable when it comes to Ifa and the traditions. But he just expensive. And, you know, when you are trying to fund your life from what you do, yesterday's price ain't today's price. Because, a lot of people say that I undercut for my, I'm cheating myself in my services because I do a lot of stuff for free or, a lot of stuff for cheap where other people ain't doing that. They don't do stuff for cheap. It just ain't cheap. But he is a good speaker. He's a good teacher. He does know his he's very knowledgeable, and he is very known here in the Bay Area. So, he's not like who he say he is who he is. He is a I think he's more than a Babalawo. I think an Oba is higher than a Babalawo. But he is who he says he is. A lot of people here in the Bay Area know him. So, what he has been to Africa. He has taken people to Africa with him to get initiated. He's been to Africa a lot. And he has taken people with him to get initiated, but it's just really expensive. Everything from him is expensive. But what they say, you get what you pay for. If you want something done right, you have to pay for it. And with him, you definitely are. Yvonne said, I understand it can make you depressed for sure. It can. If you really sit around and think about all of the bad things that are going on with you and you're not grateful for all of the good things, you can really be depressed. It can send you into a depression. And I have a lot of stuff. Arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, osteoarthritis. I have thyroid, asthma. What else I got? Sickle cell, high blood pressure. It's a lot of stuff. And if I sit up and really concentrate on all of the bad things instead of, all of the good things that are going on in my life, I would be depressed. And, I don't have a reason to be depressed. I have a family that loves me. My husband, I got a little gizmo. I'm happy. And so I don't want to take the bad stuff that is going on with me and, use that to mess me up. Like when I see certain content creators and you're constantly talking about all of the bad things that are going on in your life, I'm like, do you see anything in your life that is positive? Like you manifest all of these bad things because that's all you talk about. And some people are like, well, I'm not going to live my life like it's all unicorns and rainbows when it's not. I am. I'm trying my best to live unicorns and rainbows because I don't want my life to be based on pain and pain pills or all of the things that are not right. I want to look at the things that are right. I'm still able to create, even though I can't do the things that I can't crochet right now, I can still make jewelry. I'm still able to make beautiful pieces. I have a lot of things around me that I enjoy, but see, for me, I put things around me to help lift my spirits. Like I have crystals everywhere in my bedroom. Everywhere. I keep things around me that I enjoy. I enjoy reading. I enjoy books. I keep books around me. the crafting stuff that I can do, I journal. And that's what I'm going to have to start back to doing too. Is I haven't been journaling every day like I normally do. But you have to find things that make you happy. You can't just sit around the house and wallow in the things that are not going right with you, because that is how you fall into a deep depression. You have to find something that you enjoy doing and do it every day. Right now, I'm enjoying Battlestar Galactica. That's my thing. I'm watching it every day. So I take time. I watch 2 or 3 episodes of Battlestar Galactica. I'll make some jewelry. I'll bring Gizmo outside to play. I love taking pictures. I'll, walk around in the backyard and look at which roses are blooming today, or, which ones are dying, because roses, they only bloom and stay beautiful for so long, and then the petals start to curl and die. And even in the death of the flower, I'm still seeing beauty, because you were so beautiful. You're still beautiful, but you're just going back to the earth so that another flower can bloom and be beautiful. So I usually come out and take pictures of, the roses and stuff, because, they're constantly blooming. You're constantly seeing different flowers. I like to take sunset pictures, because we live in an area where we have some beautiful sunsets. So I love to take sunset pictures. I want to get some beautiful sunrise pictures, but child, I be asleep. Okay? But I'm going to set my alarm so I can get some nice sunrise photos also. But I love taking pictures in the evening. I love bringing Gizmo out, in the evening. He'll come out around 6 or 7 o'clock, and we'll walk around back here for a while. And then all the rest of his use bathroom times, he comes out by himself. But keep yourself on a schedule. If you stay busy, you won't have time to fall into a depression, because your mind is busy. You're like, oh, okay, it's about time for my Battlestar Galactica, or it's time for my coffee, or, it's tea time, or whatever, to keep your mind busy. It's time for me to let me break out my beads. Even when I'm not feeling well, I break my beads out, and I have all this stuff, in the bed with me. I prop myself up with that bed pillow, and I'm just sitting there doing what I'm doing. You got to stay busy. I used to collect little vinyl silicone newborn babies. I told my husband I wanted to get one of those reborn dolls, and he was like, why? You have Gizmo. Gizmo ain't a baby doll, though. Gizmo don't even like for nobody to pick him up. Men don't understand that we have an innate feeling in us as women to nurture. And that feeling does not go away just because our children are grown. That's just, and I'm, let me take it back, because I know some of y'all can be like, not all women love babies. Some women don't want to have. Okay, so for you women that don't have that, you don't have it. But there are a lot of us that do. So I was thinking about getting me a doll. I ordered a black one, then I got a white one. I didn't order sent in the mail, so now I have to. Where you ordered it from? Amazon? That's true. I've been trying to keep bees. So far, so good. They're thriving, and I have only had 3 sticks. Oh no, girl. What you keeping bees in? What you done built in my house? Oh no, I can't mess with no bees. In Oshun, bees is one of Oshun's animals, but I was like, I don't know, that part of me, y'all, the bees can be out here, but y'all need to give me 50 feet. I have always been scared of bees, but I did learn in my late 30s. That was the first time I got stung, that I wasn't allergic. A bee stung me on my back. I guess I had been outside and he or she must have connected herself to my shirt and she stung me. And I felt it and I was at work and I was like, something feel like it bit me on my back. Do you see something, girl? And my friend was like, girl, it's a bee. I was like, what? She was like, you must have seen me snatching that shirt off. And when I snatched the shirt off, the bee fell on the floor because you know when they sting you, they die. So, yeah, it stung me and it swelled up maybe about, it turned red and it swelled up about the size of a dime. But that was it. It didn't do nothing else. So I'm not allergic. And I really thought that I was, we were sitting by the phone about to call Kaiser because I just knew that I was allergic because I'm allergic to everything else, but I'm not allergic to bees. Well, I wasn't allergic to that one. So I assumed that I'm not allergic to any of them. The white one was dropped off in a box without a name or return address on it. It was weird. Oh no. You just got a random doll from somebody, girl. I have 5 hives. Actually, it's very rare. Yeah, I don't. So when you start them, when you start like the beehives, do they just tell the other bees, they communicate and be like, hey, move in? How does that work? Or you gotta go somewhere and get you some bees first for them to start a colony, and then other homeless bees be like, oh, they got apartments over here, we can go stay with these people. How does the hive situation work? I know you gotta have a queen, don't you? Or do you go they give you a queen and you be like, here girl, call the people to come stay with you. When I was little, growing up, we used to go to the duck pond around Lake Merritt, and they had a house that had a hive built into, I don't know how this worked. I think they gone now. I think they finally sealed it up. As a matter of fact, the next time we go to Oakland, I'm going to tell my husband to let's go over there. But you could go around there and see, like, they put a glass on part of it so that you could see the honeycomb and stuff. And on the inside, you could see the bees. And I don't know how they did that. I can't even explain it. I ain't been there in so long. I don't forgot exactly how they did it, but it was a hive built into this like museum kind of house thing. I don't know. But hey Phoenix. Oh, you buy a package of bees with a queen. And then other bees know that it's a queen, and then they want to come move in? What if one day they decide that they don't like you and then they want to just like go off or something? I don't know. Me, I'm not. I mean, I love animals. I used to have an ant farm when my kids did. We had an ant farm for a little while until that got out of hand, and we had to take them outside and release them into the wild. We had a ladybug farm for a while. We had all kind of stuff when my kids were young because I had boys. You know, boys are into all of that kind of stuff, but not bees. I don't think I would ever. I don't care how much land I had and how much backyard I had. I don't think bees would ever be something that I would want. You want to have another baby, but I was scared to have one by the wrong man, so I ordered babies. Yeah, girl, I can't have no babies. I don't want a baby, not a real baby. I would rather have a doll because, you know, I don't have to take care of it like that. Like I can take care of it when I want to. And when I don't want to take care of you, I can put you in a chair and you're fine. You can't do that with a real baby. Like when I get ready to take a nap, I want to just be able to crawl up in my bed and take a nap. I don't want to have to deal with nobody else. Like Gizmo, he know when mommy take a nap, I shut up. That's as far as I want to go. I definitely don't want a human baby. Doll is fine. You can set up a swarm trap and catch bees. They do communicate by pheromones and body language. Yeah, I heard that they were fascinating. Like I saw that some bees had swarmed this lady's mirror on her car, and she called somebody, and he came with a queen in a box, and I guess they smelled her or whatever, and they left this woman's car and went up in that box, and he got him and took him to some kind of bee refuge. I mean, they had swarmed her car. And the man thought that there was a queen, there had to be a queen on her car somewhere, but it wasn't. But he brought a queen, and he said if they had a queen, then he probably would have had a hard time getting them. But something had happened, and they lost their queen. But they went in that box and got with her and was like, "Hey, girl, we live with you now." And he boxed them up and put them in his truck and went on by his business. Child, not me. I can't do no bees. They look fascinating though. But it's just the fact that they will sting you for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even have to be aggressive towards them and they will sting you. So, I'm not taking no chances with them. I don't take no chances with the ones that I see in the backyard. If I'm taking pictures of the roses and stuff, and I see a big old bee, I'll be like, all right, that's your flower. I will leave in a heartbeat. I don't want no smoke with you, because I know y'all will sting. And they know that if they sting somebody, it's suicide, and they don't care. I don't care. I want all the smoke. I will sting her. I don't care that after I sting her, I'm going to die. So I leave them. Anybody with that type of mentality, I'm going to leave you alone. I don't want no problems. I respect them. I respect the bees. And I leave them alone. And they have not, thank God, I haven't been stung. I'm thinking that was an accident. Maybe she just got on my shirt, and for whatever reason, she couldn't get off, and she stung me, and she fell dead. And see, I will swing. I'm the type of person. That's me. You have to get my husband out here to do the impersonation of me when I get freaked out, because not only is he every impersonation that he does of me is extremely loud, just extremely loud and crazy. If he was to describe me, you would swear he was married to someone that was crazy, because he just describes me like a crazy person. But when it comes to bees, I am somewhat like that, though. They make me nervous. So I'll leave him alone. Has anything, okay, I know, Phoenix be knowing everything that's going on. What's going on, what's going on in social media? They still not saying what is going on with Jamie Foxx. What y'all think happened to Jamie Foxx? I think he had a stroke. I really do. I really, at this point, I really think it's something serious, because it's too hush hush and ain't nobody saying nothing. And that little small statement that was supposedly from him, like, oh, I'm doing good, y'all just keep, I don't think that was from him. I think his publicist or somebody was like, yeah, somebody released a statement, because the fans are still talking. I think whatever happened to Jamie Foxx was really serious. And the only thing that I can see that's really serious is a stroke or an aneurysm or something. Oh, girl, she got tangled up in my hair. I would have had a heart attack. That would have been it for me. So that's the only thing that I really saw. It looks like that Chris Brown situation with Usher has... Oh! Anita Baker. So look like Auntie then went out, and at her concert, she was 2 hours late to come on stage. She was so late that Babyface, I guess Babyface was supposed to be with her. He didn't even get a chance to perform, because it took Anita Baker so long to take the stage. So I don't know what's going on with her, but when I was looking at some of the videos, people were saying that Anita Baker be taking forever all the time when she do her concerts. I'm like, ooh, I'm not waiting no 2 hours. I would be so mad if I paid money to go to a concert and the artist is 2 hours late getting on stage. Unless something didn't happen to you. Unless you had like a medical emergency or something. Girl, you don't get your ass on this stage. Girl, stop bending over. And I don't think I took no medicine today. I should have been and took something by now. So I don't know. Just like when we went to see Kim, the singer Kim, we went to see him on Valentine's Day. And instead of doing all of the songs that we really like, he cut the songs short and was preaching, like giving his testimony. We was like, bruh, okay, I understand that you love the Lord and you've come a long way and he's delivered you from alcoholism and all that, but we didn't pay all of this money to come to this concert on Valentine's Day to hear your testimony. We were so mad because those tickets were not cheap. It was when he came here to the Bay Area. Not recently. I think this was like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. But he came to the Paramount Theater here in the Bay Area. And instead of singing all the songs that we wanted to hear, the comedian was on stage longer than Kim was. He got up and told his testimony. You could have did that shit on YouTube. Sing them songs. My husband was hot. Okay? Because them tickets was not cheap. At all. And you get out here talking about, I love the Lord too. I love him as much as you do. But I don't want to hear about him at this venue. I want you to sing all the songs that I like. Lady Anita Baker should refund all the concert goers and pay Babyface. I mean, it was bad because Babyface had to issue a statement and, tell his fans why he couldn't get on stage because Anita took 2 hours. And I don't care how much you sound like you used to. I mean, she do still sound good because I have heard her at some of her concerts. She still sound good, but 2 hours? Your fans waiting 2 hours for you to take the stage? Why are you late? You should have been at the venue early. You should have did your sound check. And when it's time for you to get on stage, take the stage, girl. So that the artists after you can do what they need to do. Out here taking the stage 2 hours. You know what? I'm going to do a video. And I'm going to act like some of y'all favorite content creators. She coming to Oakland in December. I won't be there. Honey, you done already showed me. And Oakland is not the place for her to be acting crazy. Them Oakland folks, they embarrass you. So, she better come to Oakland and act like she got some sense. Because I know she going to be at the Coliseum. Child, I wouldn't go to the Coliseum if you paid me. I would too. I'm not about to sit there for 2 hours after the show is supposed to start. I can understand being a little bit late, but 2 hours? Unless something happened. Ain't nothing happened. And you just late for no reason? My husband better be in there watching Battlestar Galactica so he can catch up with me. Y'all, I am fiending because I didn't have a Sprite yesterday. Yesterday, I didn't have nothing but bubbly carbonated water all day. I did not have a Sprite all day yesterday. And today, I am fiending. I'm fiending for a Sprite. I'm really, I'm just fiending for a soda, period. I'm really seriously thinking about ordering me some Taco Bell, but I don't want no Taco Bell. But I want a soda. Did he take that chicken out? He's supposed to be throwing some chicken in the air fryer, but I don't know if I want that. And then he went to the store yesterday. You can't let men go to the store. He know I hate brown rice. What kind of rice did he get? Brown. My aunt said she went to Prince concert and Prince did the same thing. He busted out reciting the Bible. Yeah, I heard that he would do that too. And he was a Jehovah Witness. So I know he was doing it live. Blue True One, I'm drinking bubbly sparkling water every day now instead of bottled water. I drink both. But I need a soda. I need something sweet. And she said she stopped dancing. Who? Who was trying to dance? I know Anita wasn't out there dancing. Anita don't never dance, do she? I can't see her dancing. I just see her just standing there singing. I can't see Anita dancing. I don't know what I want to eat though. I want something. I had McDonald's the other day, so I definitely don't want that. Yeah, everybody say she be acting like a diva at her concerts. Girl, if you don't get your butt out there and sing them songs and let them people go home, don't nobody want to be sitting there waiting 2 hours for you to bring your behind on stage and sing. Don't nobody have that kind of time. I should give me some ice cream, huh? From 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven had this ice cream that I like. I need some snacks. I didn't have no snacks yesterday. None. No cookies or nothing. Ooh, that scared me. I don't know what that was. You trying to eat low carb? I should be. I don't think I have a whole lot of, well, I don't eat a whole lot of carbs. I don't eat a lot of carbs. Because I don't want a burger. I had a burger yesterday, but it was homemade. It wasn't from like McDonald's. It was a homemade burger. Those burgers that I had cooked from Target, those were really good. I definitely will try those again. These jalapeno beef patties. And I think they had some different ones. So I'm definitely going to try those again. Let me see which other ones do they have. Okay, so they have a veggie, a turkey, a regular beef, and the one that I had, which was the jalapeno. They have a steakhouse seasoned beef. Oh, they have a bacon cheddar. That sounds good. So I'm definitely gonna try some of the other ones because those were really good. And we just popped them in the Oh, they even have salmon burgers. We just popped them in the air fryer, and it came out nice and juicy, like it wasn't dry. Oh, they have a chicken patty too. So yeah, I'm going to try some of the other ones. I don't know. I got some shrimps in there in the freezer. I could make those, but I want to order something. Yeah, they should have just let Babyface go ahead of her because they was already ready, but then that would have made them the headliner, and then they would have probably had to pay them more money or something. I don't know, child. But that's what they should have did. Instead of Babyface and them not being able to perform at all, they were already ready. They should have just let them go. My aunt says she dances at Prince concert and knew when she started to notice that the Bible was being, she got scared. Oh, when he, tell Auntie she could have kept dancing. Yeah, I did hear that Prince, he went through that too. And I don't have a problem with, celebrities talking about their, you know, feelings about religion. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't think that your concert is the place where you should do it because people don't come there to hear you preach. They come there to hear their favorite songs. They're not paying for you to preach. It's okay for you to maybe dedicate one song, be like, okay, this is dedicated to my Lord and Savior or something, and I'm just so grateful that God delivered me from womb to womb. But sing them songs that we paid to come here and hear you sing. He didn't even text me back. I said, did you take the chicken out? My husband ain't gonna act right unless he in the shower. He might be in the shower. Let me not talk bad about him. He could be taking a shower and don't see the phone. All right, y'all, that's it. We've been on here an hour and 33 minutes. You know I like to keep it at an hour. After that, my throat gets to acting crazy. If anything interesting happens, I'll come back. If it don't, I won't. And let's hope that nothing interesting happens. Because, normally when something interesting happens, it kind of means that something bad happened. So let's hope that nothing happens. And we can just go on about our day. Stop begging on the internet. Okay? Y'all, content creators, leave these people alone. If they don't want to give you a cash app, don't get mad at your subscribers because y'all don't owe us nothing. The only people that owe us anything is YouTube. YouTube is the only person that owe us something because we upload videos and make content. Everything else is because your subscribers, want to do it for you. So don't get mad at people when They don't want to give you anything. Just deal with it. I love you guys, and I will more than likely see you tomorrow. Bye.